the reflected, let me show by other colors. Everywhere, let me show the normal. Okay, there's a normal. So if you look at a parallel beam of light is incident, again the reflected light will be parallel beam of light. So this is called like a regular reflection, or we can also call this as like a specular reflection. So either of words we'll use. So this is the regular and this can happen provided the surface is smooth. If the surface is smooth, this will be, and or you can select it, this is the ideal case. It's ideal, practically not possible. Regular reflection is not possible. It's an ideal case only for the discussion in classrooms. What happened? We do take that one. All the concepts we build up this. So what all that reflection occurs now, it will be irregular reflection is what practically that will be taking place. The surface usually will be rough. This will be surface. So now let there be, here it's a normal like this. So look at the normal here. And let there be a parallel beam of light incident on this surface. This one. So now the reflected light, angle of incidence should be called angle of reflection. Look at the 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, now look at the actually parallel beam of light is incident. But the reflected light you check once. So this is what practically happens. This is called like a irregular or diffused reflection. Okay, what is the difference like? What actually the meaning of this like a regular or specular reflection? So there's an ideal. We do see objects around us because of irregular reflection. The objects around us are visible due to irregular reflection. No, if the regular reflection, what happens is like a sir, we are not understanding. Okay, let's assume that a person is standing in sunlight. A sunlight will be incident on him. Okay, a low color light is what I'm showing it. Then, so another person, or we'll take some any object like some a flower. Let me take it. Okay, there's a red color flower. Okay, let there be a red color flower. And a person is going to weave it. Okay, there's a person is going to weave it. So when it, how this will be visible? So the ray of light, there's a sunlight, which will be incident on this flower. After reflection, when it enters into the eye, then that particular flower is what visible. So when an object will be visible for us, when a reflected light, when that visualization is possible, when the reflected light enter into the eye, then particular object will be visible. So here the sunlight which is incident on the flower get reflected, and when the sunlight enters, when the reflected light enters into eye, the eye will process this and will say that as a red color flower is what I'm seeing is this person. What will be comment from this? This person, red color flower is visible to me. Any reason for that? No, no. Let's assume that in the dark, like completely the midnight, there are no any street lights, nothing is there. Why the same red color flower is not visible? Because what happened? The flower is like a secondary source. It will not emit light of its own. Why the flower is visible? Because the sunlight, when it falls on the flower, and the flower, what happened, will make it to undergo irregular reflection because the surface will be rough. Irregular reflection occurs, and the reflected light, when they enter into eye, human eye, then the human being is going to say that the person is going to say that the flower is visible to me. So what is the surface of flower? Will be rough. So what type of reflection occurs here at the surface of flower? Irregular reflection. So the objects around us, same thing happens in a room. Suppose say you are in a room. Why the wall is visible for you? Because the light emitted by sun falls on the wall. After reflection, it enters into it. Then you are able to visualize that wall. Getting the idea? This one. Then similarly, some cupboard, how that cupboard is visible. Because light emitted in the night, let's say that the light emitted by the bulb will fall on the cupboard, and the reflected light from the cupboard will enter into, and you are able to visualize that object. There's one basic idea of the visualization. Now, let's see that what all we are able to see the color, petals, everything, no, the details of flower because of irregular reflection. Okay, let's take example like a regular reflection. Let me keep the mirror in sunlight. Let me take the same diagram. So instead of flower, okay, let me introduce here a plain mirror. I'll try to draw the plain mirror. Small plain mirror. Let me make an arrangement here. Yeah. Okay, I think it do appear like a plain mirror. No. When this plane mirror, when the light falls on the plane mirror enters, so is it possible for, so this person, can he make a guess of what is the shape of the plane mirror? Not possible. The reason for that, almost the reflection is similar to like a regular reflection. The person, what he says, like a, I'm seeing, there's a plane mirror. What will be the comment from that person? I'm seeing a glowing object, a shining object, glowing or shining object, glowing or shining. Shining object. So you ask person like, hey, can you say what is the shape of the mirror? He says, I'm no, not possible that one. The reason for that, because the reflection that occurs in the mirror is almost like a regular reflection. Whereas this person is able to say clearly, like the flower, how many petals are there, what is the color, or the details of the flower is able to tell very clearly because irregular reflection. The plane mirror, the reflection now, the sunlight which is incident on plane mirror, it is like a regular reflection because the mirror is almost like a smooth, not perfect reflected still. So the person cannot say that what is the shape of the mirror. Here, what this person, red color is visible to me. Person can here, what is the reflection? The reflection is similar to like I think the diagrams got interchanged. We'll do one thing. Let me rearrange so that confusion will not be there. Yeah. Okay. Now these two diagrams correlate. We're able to correlate the example. So this is what is this yellow color lines? Incident sunlight. Suppose say if I wear a dress where what happen, it is the dress is properly silvered and it's a very smooth. That one let it be like a made up of the cloth made up of silver, and it's a totally well polished. If I go and stand in sunlight, you may not be able to see my body parts clearly. Means my arms, everything. Altogether, what you can see is like a glowing some sort of object. You may not even able to guess me that I'm a person. Simplest way. The reason for that, because the sunlight when it falls on my that glowing cloth or like a smoothly polished metal cloth, the light will undergo regular reflection. So therefore, the objects around us are visible due to irregular reflection or diffuse reflection. Is it that laws of reflection are invalid? No. Only thing is, see, like the same parallel beam of light is incident. Only thing is here, like the normal, this is smooth. Okay, the normal I made oriented vertical. As this is rough, the normal at different places will be oriented in different direction. So the angle of incidence will be different. And because of this, what will happen? The irregular reflection occurs and the reflected rays, what happen, will not be parallel beam. And okay, that's why we are able to notice the different parts of a body. Whereas here, the reflected ray will also be parallel. That's why we are unable to notice the details of the reflecting surface. There's a major difference between these two. Don't say no angle of reflection. In fact, I can, if you want, I can go for theta 1 equal to theta 1, theta 2 equal to theta 2. The laws of reflection is very much valid in both the cases. Don't say that law of reflection is invalid. Law of reflection is in fact valid in both the types of reflection. So what all our syllabus now will focus more on numericals related to this than this one. There's a practical approach, there's a theoretical approach. So to study the plane mirrors, reflection at plane surface, we do take the regular reflection. Not this one. So here a lot of maths will be involved. Here there's no much mathematics will be involved here. Okay, let's study the image formation due to